Hi, I have a parallel universe and I'm here to talk to you about cookie cutters. I'm sure you've heard that a million times before. And the reason I want to talk to you about cookie cutters is that in this parallel universe, it's called Kcymaerxthaere, and it's a project we've been doing all around the world. There was a group of people that were biologically aquatic. And when I say biologically aquatic, they lived in areas where the oxygen vents were so intense that they were able to just breathe the water. But the problem with that is that when you breathe the water and you're all underwater, you try to speak like I'm speaking, um, you can't really do it. It's really hard. So over time, they developed a way to psychoform, and that means using your mind to create shapes and shape words. And this language became known as Nyelvate. And the other interesting thing was that those shapes were sometimes in multiple dimensions. I mean, not just 3 or 4 or 5, but 12, 15, 18 different dimensions. And each of those dimensions carried different kinds of meaning. So this soon occurred to people and other creatures that this would be a pretty good universal language, because not every creature that has capable of conversation can speak, can even has a metabolism. So a kind of two-dimensional form of the shape language developed. And you look at a shape like this and it would mean song. Or you look at a shape like this and it would mean treasured one, Zajarai. And so over time this became very important. But then people wanted to kind of bring back some of that meaning, and especially a group of not just people who were scientists. They were baker scientists. They were incredible bakers and incredible scientists as well. They really kind of merged those skills. And they developed this idea of using cookies as a way to communicate some of those different dimensions. So I won't go into all of them, although we will have materials that will help you get to some of the basic dimensions that can be depicted on the cookies. But I'll give you an example. So as I said, this shape means song. And you also notice that it's mostly red. I mean, the whole top is red. And that tells you it's a verb. You also notice that the way it's applied is very smooth. So it's almost like maybe a jazz kind of feeling, smooth jazz kind of feeling. The intention of that is to capture the spirit of the thought behind the word. So it's a song, and we know it's a verb. And the sugar, that wasn't always sugar in Kcymaerxthaere times, but for us it's usually sugar. The sort of pale green means for, not the number 4, but like for you. And this blue sugar means you. It's the pronoun you. So it means singing this very smooth, elegant song for you. And this, I should have added these dots are a quality of existence called Feralempt. And so it kind of has to do with the emotional availability of the word. In other words, because words have feelings too, and so that it's something that as you do it, you kind of have your connection with the word. So that's one thing. But this is the same shape word, means song, the idea of song. But this time the blue tells you it's a noun. And even though there's some red, so there's some verbness, there was maybe some action, there's sort of that kind of energy to it. And this is a different kind of song. It's not necessarily a smooth, easy, easy listening kind of song. Maybe it's more of a little bit jarring. It's not totally jarring, but it's a different kind of energy. But it still says for, with that pale green sugar, and the blue meaning you. So it's, but remember, it's a noun. So it's a song for you. So it's a little bit different. The two expressions have something in common. But so what we hope is that we'll teach you other, pieces of lore. Like this is a very traditional wedding cookie for the friends of the bride and groom, the unmarried friends of the bride and groom, and whoever. And this is the word love. And there's a certain nibbling game that you would play around it. And so this is something that many Kcymaerxthaere folks would recognize. So we hope you join in the festivities. Consider supporting the campaign. We're bringing out these cookie cutters and some other projects related to the Nyelvate words, and we could really use your help and check things out and watch this campaign, because we'll have more insights into the world of Kcymaerxthaere cookies and the baker scientists. In fact, we hope by the end of this campaign to be able to publish a baker's dictionary. Thank you very much.